Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Los Angeles Rams and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
53 is the mark. 53, check 53. Too low.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw again. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
53, check 53. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go.
They run again with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So the holding call on. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
First and goal from the 6. Harris running straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. We're scoreless after 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll toss to Harris. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, Brandon Powell. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else? With
a little over over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. The offense gets ready to take over. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. On the stop was Aaron Donald. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with...
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs. They'll set up a throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And this is going to be another 1st down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
On the give, this is Harris. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space, because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up, 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now Trubisky lost the football.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky, and it's caught. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right, in this state.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Derek Watt with his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And able to get this to the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over here up near the 40. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.